The Nordic countries, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, and Iceland are among the least religious nations in the world. While the northern European nations have deep Catholic roots, Catholicism is a small minority in each country today, with migrants making up most of the church. For the first time ever, these 5 small Catholic communities have organized a joint pilgrimage to Rome on the occasion of the 2025 Jubilee.
So the church in the Nordic countries is small. We're between 1 to 3% of the population. Very much a migrant church. We speak of ourselves as being the universal church in the small, in the little, because every parish has many nationalities, many cultures, many languages. But we are this minority, and for a minority to be able to be together and to be together within the context of the universal church matters a great deal. So to be here in Rome is always a great experience for us, strengthening us in our faith and uniting us with the universal church and the Holy Father.
Over the span of 3 days, over 1,000 Nordic pilgrims visited Rome's holy sites and shared moments of prayer and reflection. While each country had its own national and diocesan events, the whole group also came together to celebrate Mass in the papal basilicas and walk through the holy doors as one.
This experience it's very hard to explain, but it's something that I will carry with me in my heart, spiritually, and hopefully one day be able to tell my grandchildren about. It's really a beautiful experience to see so many people from Scandinavia come together, to pray together.
It's amazing to be here and know that this is the place where the first Christians fought for their faith, and to feel inspired to also fight for your faith. That has meant a lot to me.
The pilgrimage culminated in a private audience with the Pope and a solemn Mass at the altar of the chair in St. Peter's Basilica. For those from small parishes scattered across the north, this gathering has been a deeply meaningful experience, offering connection, encouragement, and a renewed sense of belonging. Many of them have realized that despite the distance that separates them, they are far from alone.
To see all the unity of the northern countries, Scandinavia, is very good, because we are very isolated in Iceland. We are few Catholics, and to meet other Catholics in the northern countries it gives us hope.
Even with the small numbers of Catholics in each country and their diverse backgrounds, this pilgrimage has undoubtedly been a powerful testament to the unity and oneness of the Church.
Our Bishops' Conference is a Nordic conference, so we're quite remarkable in the Church in being a multinational conference, comprising Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Finland and Iceland. And we would like to manifest the oneness of our local church in an extended sense, and it's great that the faithful wanted to participate.
Amid the many challenges posed by growing secularization, the Church in the Nordic countries is also a witness to the hope that defines the Holy Year. Because of this, as the Nordic bishops emphasized in their homilies throughout the weekend, Nordic Catholics are called to share the truth of Christ with all those searching for meaning and struggling with hopelessness.
Let us pray for one another, that through this pilgrimage during the Jubilee Year, we may be strengthened in faith, hope, and love for Jesus Christ, so that we may bear credible witness to Him and His Church when we return home.
Evangelization is undeniably a big part of the mission of the Church in the Nordic countries. Through this pilgrimage, the Nordic pilgrims have once again been reminded of their role in bringing Christ's light to those in need of hope and purpose.
It's been wonderful to be part of this pilgrimage, to deepen our faith, to understand more about what our faith actually means, that God became man for our sake, and not least, remember our call and task to keep walking when we return home.
Especially now when we live in difficult times, we must remember that we carry this hope of our salvation the salvation of the world. And just like Bishop Eric said in his homily, to remember that God saved this world, and that we are called to continue and be a part of his work of salvation, and to cooperate with God's grace and spread this hope, even if things seem impossible, because nothing is impossible for Christ.
Men ingenting är omöjligt för Kristus.
Now we're in Rome, bright sunny day in winter. You know, in Finland it's very dark and cold. Hope is this warm, is the love of God. And I hope that we Finns here in Rome, in 2 days we will come back to our beloved Finland to bring this love and hope from the heart of the church to Finland, and through Finland to many, many countries, because the church is one.
Jag vill spela och singa för er Gud. Jag vill spela och singa för er Gud. Jag vill tacka honom, lova hans namn. Jag vill spela och singa för er Gud.